So,
Yes.
one of the things we're interested in knowing is what drove you to look at myReflection? What made you either search for us or inquire about us? How did you hear about us?
I watched you on 7 Sharp. And Simon called, I can remember it so vividly. Simon called me out and he said, Lynley, come and watch this, And I went out and I sat on the couch, and honestly, I had tears rolling down my face.
Oh.
Because I just thought, here's someone who's just thought outside the box, and hasn't, because I think once you've had breast cancer, you get put into a box.
Yeah.
You're the person that's had breast cancer, and you're the person that, you never ever feel right. Whether, and I don't know whether if someone's had reconstruction, whether they feel right, but, obviously I haven't, and you never feel right. You just always feel like you're missing something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah.
So I sat there and I watched it, and then that night I found you. I think I found you on Facebook first, and I sent him a message, and I said to him, I've got tears rolling down my face. and I've just followed you on Facebook, and yeah.
So had you had any previous experience? Because I can't recall when you'd had surgery as opposed to when you came to see us. Had you had previous?
I had my mastectomy in 2015. So, and I, just got the normal one that you get your grant and you go to a place and, you get one that was really heavy, heavy things. And I'm not a little breasted person. I'm a big breasted girl. So, but yeah, so the 2.5 years, it's, it was starting to split, and I'd put a bit of plaster on it, and, and that sort of thing. It was just horrible. It was just, and I'd take my bra off at night, and it would be all leaking out, and it was just horrible.
Had you got to the duct tape stage yet?
I was just on plasters, so I'd get a plaster and cut the two ends off. I think Simon tried to put some duct tape on and made a hell of a mess. And so then I made my own out of some memory foam that I had out of a pillow. So I made my own, and that went fine. You just feel like you're like, because you're not equal.
Lynley, so I sit here, I do scanning. I don't do as much scanning as I used to, but I do the scanning and the admin side, and I get to talk to lovely people like you. But it would be really lovely to hear what was the process like for you, being a patient going, what's this all about? What was it like for you?
Look, I was really comfortable. Your process was just so, I found it very streamlined, and you knew exactly what you're doing, and you informed us all along, and even Kate was in awe. She was like, oh my God, Mama, she was just so excited. And the probably my biggest thing was, of course, was wearing my original bra for my old prothesis.
Yes.
When I came to your scanning, because I couldn't find a bra to fit me. I couldn't get my head around doing it. I think that was my problem. Anyway, so when the prototype one arrived, I really struggled with that. I was like, putting it in, taking it out, because I still didn't have the right bra.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I just said, yeah, that's cool. We'll go with that one, because I knew if by any chance down the line I feel better and I feel better about how I look, I can change it. I wasn't just in this little box with just this one. Yeah. I knew I had some options, and that. So then I managed to get some bras, and once the prothesis arrived, I just felt so much better. I can remember when it arrived and I put it on, and I sent a photo to Jackie, and I said, can you tell?
if there was people out there or ladies out there going, what do I think about myReflection? What do I do? Should I approach them? Would there be anything you could say to
do it? I often see people, or I know of people that have had you know a mastectomy, and I wonder, have they found it hard like I've found it, and is there an easier way, and can I help them, or that sort of thing. It'd be nice to be able to say, look, I did this first and that, but it wasn't for me, but I found this company and they make these, and what I love about you guys is, as you said, you can get rescanned and you can get another one, whereas with the other ones you're kind of limited for 4 years till your grant comes back in again. And as I'm thankful for that grant, but it doesn't, if you're going down the mainstream road, it's not there for very long, it just gets eaten up.
In some respects, that's one of the beauties of the service that we offer, is that in that 4-year period you get the prothesis from us, and if you change body shape for whatever reason, I mean, for me, I had to make a decision. I'd put on 19 kilos during chemotherapy, and it was like, do I get a prosthesis for the fay with the extra 19 kilos, or do I wait until I get the fay back without the 19 kilos? But how long is that process going to take, and I think that's one thing that we have that others don't, is that, hey, I've suddenly changed to become a marathon runner and my body has changed significantly in shape and weight, and I want a new one. And it's like, okay, we just do a quick new little scan, remodel, new tissue, and then you go, yep, I'm happy with my new version, and we produce you a new one, so you're not stuck with the same thing for that 4-year period, because as you rightly said just before, 4 years is a long time to wait, and I don't know anyone who's the same shape and model and mold 4 years down the track. And that's something we would always do when that 4-year rolls around. If you come back, it's like, we need to start with fresh, clean data again, because that data's 2 or 4 years old, so we need some new data. Well, thank you for giving up your afternoon to have a little chat to us and run me through your story, and thank you for going out and about and putting our name out there, and I'll send you some pamphlets so you can distribute those out.
From the bottom of my heart, just thank you, because you make women out there feel so much better.
Oh, you're most welcome. And it's comments like that just, they fuel the tank, they keep us going.
Yes.